Hello, everyone, and yeah, I did that again. I think it's the second time I did something like that, as a greeting. But yeah, welcome back to the this segment 365 questions with Rome. Thank you. And if you still haven't checked, I have already launched the first episode of the third season. So I had with me Don Fernando. We talked about a lot of things, but mainly about nuclear energy engineering. So if you still haven't checked it out, what are you waiting for? Check it out. But if you're already here, so go on and listen to this episode because we're gonna have fun answering 5 questions from the 365 thought provoking questions. And right now, as I'm recording this, I turned off my electric fan because I understand that it's actually making a lot of noise. But because I turned off my fan, I don't have an aircon here in my room. It is terribly hot, but I would have to endure. There's karaoke somewhere outside in my neighborhood, so you might also be hearing that, but I'm gonna cover that up with some cafe, lounge, jazz music. Okay, anyway, let's get started. This is still a 10-minute 365 questions with Rome episode. We're doing this really just for 10 minutes, 90 questions for each of the question. 90 seconds for each of the question, right? Okay, so let's get started. Today I'm answering numbers 81 to 85. That's according to my own numbering. But yeah, okay, let's get started. First question for today is, why must you love someone enough to let them go? Why must you love someone enough to let them go? I think it's important to love someone enough to let them go, because if you love someone and you are unable to let them go, it means you are only prioritizing your own side of, I mean, you're not allowing them to be free, you're not allowing them to love whom they love. And I think there's a similar question that I've answered like many times ago about loving one another to the point that you allow them to love you back willingly. So I think this has something to do with that. If you love them, you would allow them to leave you. Maybe. Yeah, like don't be over possessive, That's quite harmful. But yeah, sometimes we have to let go. And letting go is so much easier if you just let go. Alright, that's crazy. Second question for today. We're gonna do this quick. Second question for today. Where are we? Do you ever celebrate the green lights? Do you ever celebrate the green lights? Okay, I think the green lights here is like a go signal. So of course, yes, I do. I celebrate green lights. For example, like when all things are settled and we can finally go outside, like without as much risks as we are having right now, that's a green light to maybe go out a little bit, maybe travel, or even just eat out. So that's something to celebrate, a green light. Or maybe if you have a project proposal and then your boss, your manager, your professor gave you a green light to go on to that, to proceed on that project. Yeah, that is something to celebrate. And yeah, I just started my season 3. I launched the third season of the podcast. That's like a green light to me as well. So yeah, some sort of celebration wouldn't be so bad. Third question for today. What personal prisons have you built out of fears? What personal prisons have you built out of fears? Okay, so this is something personal. Okay, a personal prison that I've built for myself is that I limit myself from having too many people around my life. Like I would want to interact with people, but not with too many. I feel like if I have a lot of people to deal with or to interact with, I feel like my interaction would be shallow or something. But I think that's wrong. That's a prison that I've made for myself. I realize that even if I have a lot of connections, and then even if I only spend like a moment, a minute, an hour with one person, depending on how being in the moment I am, during that time, I think we could still make deep connections. So that's a misconception that I've had before, that now I'm changing and I'm getting out of that prison. So I'm trying to have more friends. Yeah. So if you're listening to this episode, maybe we're friends. Yeah, come on, don't be a stranger, be a friend. Okay, fourth question. What one thing have you not done that you really want to do? What one thing have you not done that you really want to do? Okay, something that I haven't done but I really want to do is, I think, travel around the world. The reason why I'm not able to do that, of course, money is something that we have to have so that we can do that, or at least we could get sponsors so that we can travel, right? But that's like out of the question right now. So traveling around the world would be something I really want to do, but something more than that, actually, going to Mars, or going outside the Earth, actually. So I want to go to Mars. I want to go to outer space. Not because I watch a lot of, space drama or space movie. Not because of that, but I think I want to make my world bigger. So I want to not only just go around the world, but go outside the world and see the bigger picture of things. So that's something that is very interesting to me, something I really want to do. So travel to outer space, or even deep space if possible. But that's like gonna cost me a lot more money, but we'll see. I'm still young, I think, so I still have time to dream bigger dreams. Okay, so we're on to the last question for today. We're doing this real quick. Like, I didn't realize I can actually answer 5 questions within just 5 minutes by, I don't know, by limiting myself. Because in the past, like, I was speaking for like 15 to 20 minutes answering 5 questions, but now I can answer them in 10 minutes. Maybe my answers are too short for some people. You want to like go deeper, but yeah, we'll try. Like, if you want me to elaborate, I could elaborate. Like, send in your comments in the comment section. And hey, Andrew, if you're listening, thank you for answering the questions last week's episode. That's really awesome. If you're listening again today, you're free. You're free to write down your answers to the questions that I'm answering today. Okay, final question. And it's really hot. I'm sweating. Final question is, why are you you? Okay, this is, just that. Why are you you? I am me because this is who I have been with in the past 27 years. And the me that I am today is like a summation of all the me that I have been in the past 27 years. Of course, parts of me are already gone, and I'm getting a lot of experiences right now. I'm experiencing different kinds of things, so I'm changing and I'm evolving. Yeah, we're not Pokemons, but we are evolving, that's for sure. At least our brains are evolving. Our bodies too, depending on how we are maintaining our bodies. Our bodies are also probably evolving, just not the kind of evolution that Pokemons go through. Yeah, we cannot just have an emerald, some sort of stone, firestone, and then you can evolve. But yeah, experiences changes things. There's a motorcycle in the background. But yeah, I think that's what makes me me. The experiences that I've had in the past, the stories that I've had, the people I have interacted with. Yeah, especially them, because yeah, we are so sort of, I believe you are like the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with somehow. So I keep changing those 5 people. If you're within the 5 people that I spend the most of my time with, maybe today you are, sometimes you aren't. So yeah, it's nice to change things a bit from time to time. But yeah, that's it. We're done for the day. And thank you very much for listening. I'm gonna turn on my fan now because it's really hot. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Also, watch out for my latest episode coming this Saturday. Okay, bye bye. Peace. Peace. Okay, bye.